So I've been doing my last few videos in an alley, and I will have my notebook sitting on a dumpster while I'm reading off it. But it's kind of cold outside and windy, so I'm in the library right now. So I'm gonna be kind of quiet while I'm delivering this. But anyway, the message is that God sees you. God sees everything that you're going through. He knows your circumstances. He knows what you're feeling on the inside. He knows. He sees you. Sometimes we can be going through things and we question if God really sees what we're going through because it feels like inaction on his part. See, God is always working behind the scenes, and sometimes his perceived inaction is really action. See, he can be working behind the scenes on your behalf, but also he can be working on you. I can tell you with confidence that God definitely allows us to go through things sometimes to increase our faith in him. But no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, and whatever the reason why God is allowing it, he still sees you. So yesterday I went to go see my younger sister. I picked her up from the place that she lives at, and sometimes I beat myself up because I feel like I could have been a better brother over these years. Not that I was a bad brother, but I just haven't been around her that much. I've had so much of my own things going on. So I decided to take her to get something to eat. So I picked her up from where she stays, and we were walking around trying to find something to eat. Then we set our eyes on Subway. And as we're about to cross the street, there's a lady. She's trying to get my attention, but I wasn't sure she was talking to me at first. She kept saying, "Come here, come here." But I thought she was talking to this guy that was walking past, and he stopped and went back and talked to her. She said, "No, not you." And she was pointing at us. But I just like, she's not talking to us, is she? And then honestly, I was hesitant to walk up to her because I thought she was just someone out on the street that was kind of tripping and was just gonna harass me or annoy me, you know, because it's a lot of that on the streets out here in Chicago. So my heart was hardened and I was about to pass up on this blessing because of that. But she was persistent and calling after me. She kept saying, "Come here, come here." So I walked up to her, me and my sister, and she pulled out a $10 bill and she gave it to me. Mind you, I was taking my sister out to eat, but I really am low on money right now. But I wasn't even worried about that. I just wanted to spend time with her. And she gave me the $10 bill. And she said, "Something told me to give this to you." And then I felt so bogus right there. My heart was pricked instantly because I was going to ignore her at first. And I was hesitant to walk up there. And I thought this lady was going to bother me with some nonsense. But really, she was just trying to bless me. And then I was just so grateful and I thanked her. And it just made me feel so good that God was looking down on me like that. And even though I was low on cash, it wasn't even just about the money. I just felt so grateful that God was looking on me and cared about my situation and cared about how I felt about not being able to be the type of brother that I wanted to be to my sister and the emotions that I was feeling. So the fact that he had that lady give me money, it was even more than a financial blessing. It was just a confirmation of the fact that, you know, he's with me and that he cares about everything that I feel that I'm going through. And then it was also a confirmation that I was doing the right thing, trying to spend time with my sister. I felt like God was telling me not to be so hard on myself and not to beat myself up so much, and I really needed that in that moment more than just it being a financial blessing. I needed that confirmation. I needed that assurance. In Psalm 34, verse 15, David says, "The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry." Now, everything I was thinking, I kept on the inside. I wasn't even saying it out loud, but God knows our thoughts. He knows what's in our heart. And he showed me that his ears are open to, you know, my cry, even if it's not audible cry. He still hears what's going on in my heart. So moral of the story is no matter what you're going through or whatever you got going on the inside, whatever's bothering you or whatever, don't think that you're going through it alone and don't think that God doesn't see you. Just because things might not be going the way you think they should be at the moment, that doesn't mean God is not present. He's doing whatever he's trying to do in your life, whether it's build your character, build your trust in him, but he definitely sees you. So if you know you're trying to walk in righteousness, you know that God's eyes are on you. So keep trying to do the right thing and know that you're not alone and know that God sees you. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name.